Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're gonna have a little bit of different Tech Tuesday. It's about batteries. Here in Florida it's very warm, so most batteries they actually die really quick. You probably have some as well. You don't have to be in warm weather to have this problem because the batteries are not quite the same as they were in the old days, and there are also a lot of new ones coming in. But what the truth of the matter is here, the batteries don't last as long unless you have a battery maintainer on it. So I'm sure there'll be somebody out there who hasn't had a battery maintainer on, and for that reason they probably died over time. Now here's a quick way to get them charged, because nowadays if you put the charger on, unless you have a very expensive one, you might not get your charger to go ahead and charge the batteries. So how do we do that? How do we trick the charger to go ahead and get this thing to work up again, and maybe we can awake one of those dead batteries to life again? Here is the answer, so stay tuned. Welcome to the test bench. As you can see, I got two batteries here, and to prove to you guys that it's not really working very good anymore, I wanted to charge this one. It's a starter battery to one of my enjoyments I have here in life. So basically that was what it was supposed to be done for. And the same thing here is also one of the start batteries that I have. They both died on me. So here's what we do. Here's the small multimeter, and I'll go ahead and have a look at how much we actually have on them. As you can see here, it's not a lot. We're looking at 2.9 volts, and it's actually come up a little bit because it was a lot less than that. But it's not enough for me to get the charger, which is actually over here. I'm using a Genius charger in this case, where you got all kinds of different modes on here to get it to work. And they're normally quite good, but it also sees when the battery's bad, and then it's going to shut off when you're not at home, or while you're hoping that it's going to be charged in the meantime, and then it's not charging at all. The other battery, on the other hand, here is a little bit different. Let's see if we can hold this on. A little bigger, but still the same. And in this case here, I got, I don't know if you can see it up there, but I got 5.9 volts in this one. Not a hell of a lot either for a 12 volt battery. And it is not that old either, because it's actually manufactured, as you can see, in 2018. Now, when I put this on a charger over here, it will not actually open up the charging circuit. Even though if you put it onto the repair mode, it still won't go ahead and charge anything on it. And so therefore, what do? Well, this one here just have enough for the charger to see it and actually engage and start charging. So if I put this on, just for the fun of it here, with plus to the plus of course, and the minus to the minus, like that, you'll see here now it changes over and actually starts charging. It's an AGM battery in this case, so that's why it's up on AGM. And you can see it's already charging up and starts flashing here at 25%. It might flash a little bit funny here on the video, but it is flashing right now at 25%. So this is actually charging, which is doing well. Now, in order to go ahead and get the other one here with us, I have to do a few tricks. The trick is to basically take your plus, make sure you're connected to the other plus, take a minus, and let it go ahead and connect to the minus. So the charger over here looks into a good battery and keeps charging. Then it will actually awaken this one slowly as well. It might take a day, but it's going to come slowly up, and actually within a little bit of time, if this is actually survivable, this will be recovered and it will probably actually be able to be used again. So let's go ahead and try it up. What I've done here for this particular exercise, I have these two things with a small, it's like a pigtail that you put on as well in the back. I'm going to take two of those and put them up, but when you do that, you have to ohm out the correct connection, because the red becomes black and the black becomes red if you do it this way. But that's just the easiest way I have to do it, and I thought that was easier than making my own little setup. You can easily do it with a pair of battery clamps as well to start the car with. That will work absolutely perfect, and you will have absolutely no problem. So let's go ahead and try this out. So here I've just connect the first one. As you can see, I connect them through the pigtail here. So just be aware that even though you put red to red over here, it got to be the opposite on the other side. So right now the red is over on the plus, so which you can see down here. So in my case, I have to go ahead and swap them, and otherwise it won't work. If you're using start cables or jumper cables, it's the opposite way, and then it'll be working red to red and black to black. So here we go. Now, right now, this is now on the test bench connected to each other, and pluses to plus goes therefore down to the charger. And as you can see right now, it's still charging, meaning that it's still trickle charging the other one. And at the moment, we should be able to read some voltage here on both of them. It's going to be the same on both, so it should be no problem actually. So the easiest one I can get to is probably this one. Let's see. Right now it's charging 16 volts, as you can see, and actually right now it's 8.4 at the moment, but it's trickle charging, which is great. So it's the same thing on the other one. It should be working within so long. So stay tuned. If you haven't already done it, you might as well like and subscribe to the channel, and then I'll come back with another video whenever I can. So stay tuned. Here you go, and now you can see that the connection is working. So the small battery here also gets 16.3 or 16.4 volts, almost as trickle charging, and it is trying to regenerate the battery. So let's see how it goes. The next one is going to be exactly the same on the other one over here. Now it's just going to be with a negative in front. Whenever I get the chance to see here, there you go, 16.485, so that's good. So right now the system is working, and let's keep an eye on this for a little while, and then in a few hours we'll come back, and then we'll have a look at how it's if it's actually charging and taking charge or not. But easy way to go ahead and get your battery back to life. It might not be 100%, but it will be after a while, and hopefully these are gonna wake up. Thank you. Well guys, as you can see here, we're just checking out on the batteries. Let's see what we can find out. Right now, see the meter down there has been charging. It's still going towards the 25%, but as you can see, it's trickle charging, and it's down to 14.6 now. It started out at 16.4, and now it's falling slowly on the voltage side, but it's actually gaining 8.87, as you can see there now. So if I go ahead and take the there you go, the connector off, and see how much I got onto the battery now. See, this one that was absolutely bad is now 5.4, which is good. It's falling slightly, but it will come up at some point where it actually is going to be able to be charged by itself. So at some point when the battery charger can actually see this battery, I'm going to go ahead and basically let it go ahead and charge on that one alone, and that way I was going to go ahead and get this completely fresh again, or maybe not 100% fresh, but it's definitely going to be working again. So it's waking up, and it's the same thing for the other one. If we want to look at the other one to see how much there's on that one at the moment, we will have to go ahead and get this one off, and we'll see. Just take that charger off. Let's see how much there is now on this one. There we go. And if you look at it, this is now woken up to 3.3, not too bad actually, and the other one is up to 5.2. So it is actually charging. At some point, this is the one that wants to be working. It is actually going to be working, and then after that we're going to go ahead and see if this one's going to be fine as well. But I'm quite sure it's going to be, I'm confident it's going to work. So it's going the right direction. So guys, it's a good setup, and it works. It'll get your batteries back on track. Well, welcome back to the test bench with our batteries. Now it's been going on for approximately 6 to 8 hours, and let's see how the progress is with these batteries. So far the test is going on still, as you can see. We're only still flashing 25%, but I just want to see the progress with it with regards to where the trickle charging is and how much it's actually charging at the moment. So let's put the voltmeter on here and see how it goes. As you can see right now, it's actually 14.5, which is good, charging up there, and then it's 10. It's actually increased to 10. It was all the way down to about, what was it, at some point 7, 8, something like this. So we're doing pretty well here in this case, so it's getting better. With regards to the heat and the batteries, I don't feel anything at all. It's actually just nice and dandy, getting better. This thing is a little hotter than the other one, but if we have a look at it, this one here, if we take this off, we can see how much voltage we got on this one here. Now we try to have a look. We got 10 point, almost 9.97 in this case coming up. I know I'm actually putting the wrong poles on there, but it doesn't matter. So 9.9 from where it was only 6 point something, I think it was at the beginning, and I started already at 5. So it's getting alive, that's for sure. Let's see how it is with the other one here, because that thing was absolutely down to 0. More or less when I started. I think it's 1.2 or 0.08 or something like that. Right now this has been awakened up to 5.61. So this is after 6 hours, and I'm going to stand here overnight, and I'm quite sure it's going to be nice and dandy as it comes along. So I think we can guess the rest. This is gonna go ahead and be woken alive, and the battery's gonna be working after this. In about another maybe a few hours, I'll be able to go ahead and basically charge them individually, and it might be even better because that way the charge itself is going to take care of each battery and wake them up nice and dandy. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense for you guys. I hope you'll like and subscribe, and even hit the notification bell, and maybe share with someone, and it might be able to save you a battery one day. And enjoy it. Stay safe out there, and take care. See you next time. Bye.